Hello, good day everyone. I am Daniela R. Suarez, a BSSC student at Calera de Montero. This video, I will be sharing with you guys my 300-hour on-the-job training journey at Lufthansa Technic Philippines completed from June 2026 to July 2026. During this internship, I was deployed with the material management department under the calibrations shop section and supervised by engineer Leonidas T. Lim. And in this video, I will walk you through the company's background, meteorological activities I performed, the technical skills that I developed, and the engineering problems I identified and addressed. To establish the context of my training environment, let us now look at the background of Lufthansa Technic Philippines or LTP. Lufthansa Technic Philippines Incorporation or LTP is a premier aircraft maintenance, repair, and overhaul MRO service provider in the Asia Pacific region located within the Micro-Asia Special Economic Zone at Villamor Air Base in Pasay City, Metro Manila. Established as a joint venture between Germany's Lufthansa Technik AG and the Philippines Macro Asia Corporation (LTP) provides world-class technical support to major global airlines and commercial aircraft operators. Rooted in aviation safety, engineering precision, and German technological standards, LTP endeavors not only to maintain airworthiness excellence across international airline fleets but also to cultivate high-level Filipino aerospace engineering talent. The company promotes mutual prosperity by building enduring partnership in international flag carriers, civil aviation authorities, suppliers, and its extensive technical workforce. Lufthansa Technic Philippines operates under a clear, uncompromising organizational direction. Their vision is to establish LTT as the first choice global MRO service provider in the Asia Pacific region, renowned internationally for technical excellence, on-time aircraft turnarounds, and adherence to zero defect safety protocols. Complementing this vision, LTT's mission is to keep commercial aircrafts operating safely, reliably, and efficiently worldwide. They achieve this by delivering high-grade maintenance, repair, and overall services powered by an empowered, continuously upskilled Filipino workforce executing German-engineered quality management systems. Every standard operating procedures within LTP is designed to protect human life through uncompromised aviation safety. Looking into the core operations of the company, the base maintenance division acts as the primary operational engine of LTP. It is responsible for conducting heavy maintenance checks, specifically scheduled C-class and extensive D-class. During the overhauls, aircraft undergo complete depaneling, non-destructive structural testing, corrosion removal, landing gear overhauls, and hydraulic line services. Furthermore, base maintenance execute complex avionics systems integration, technicians in avionics engineering inspect, test, and troubleshoot flight control computers, digital bus systems, and navigation instruments. They also handle major cabin modifications such as in-flight entertainment upgrades, random Wi-Fi installation, and passenger seating retrofits. Finally, the Quality Assurance Unit strictly evaluates every completed task card before issuing the official certificate of release to service, certifying that the aircraft is fully airworthy. So, behind every safe flight is absolute measurement accuracy. In aviation, maintenance, metrology, and tool calibration serve as the technical backbone of airworthiness. So inside OTP's ecosystem, thousands of precision tools are deployed daily because loose bolt or an inaccurate gauge can cause catastrophic in-flight failure. Every torque wrench, micrometer, pressure gauge, and multimeter must undergo strict calibration verification before um, before it is issued from the toolkit. So the calibration section operates in strictly monitored clean room environments to prevent thermal expansion of mechanical standards and signal drift in electronic references. All testing standards are traceable to international bodies such as NIST in the United States and PTD in Germany. Additionally, calibration workflows interface with LTT's rigid tool control and one ratio of one shadow boarding protocol. So this guarantees that every single tool is fully accountable for before engine coolings or access panels are closed, eliminating foreign object debris, hazard, and active programs. So let's move on my auditive training activities. So now let us examine the first phase of my training activities, focusing on foundational protocols and dimensional metrology. So on my onboarding, I was trained on laboratory layout, safety practices, and standard operating procedure governing environmental controls. So precision calibration workrooms require continuous monitoring of ambient temperature and related humidity to comply the ISO 17025 standards and prevent dimensional electrical measurement errors. So I am actively participated in dimensional calibration routines using high-grade ceramic and steel master gauge blocks. So uh, kinalibrate namin yung outside micrometer here. As you can see this in this picture, I verified measuring angle flatness and parallelism, inspected the spindle pitch to detect mechanical lead screw wear, and adjusted the 0 point baseline to maintain sub-millimeter and micro-inch tolerance critical for sheet metal and rivet inspections. So I also participated sa calibration of pneumatic pressure gauge, as you can see here, using standard pneumatic calibrators and master test gauge against set points. I also executed mathematical calculations to determine instrument deviation and very upper and lower limits of aircraft pneumatic system. So I also participated sa pag-calibrate ng hand torque wrench, as you can see here. So I mounted torque wrenches on automated torque calibration bench, applying incremental force across their operational ranges. Measured outputs were recorded against reference master transducers to verify error percentage against manufacturer limits. So next is this one. I have so many activities uh, that I did during my on a job journey. So I also participated sa pag-calibrate ng Digimatic Caliper. I conducted multiple point calibration trials across the full length of linear and digital calipers using ceramic block set, expecting internal or external gas for mechanical wear and verifying digital encoder repeatability. I also joined and participated um, sa pag-calibrate ng aircraft weighing scale. I also participated sa pag um, pag-calibrate ng electronic frequency meters. I assisted in measurement audit and calibration of frequency meters by injecting reference RF signals from precision signal generator to verify counter stability and time-based accuracy for aircraft radio, radar, and navigation system. I also so in this picture, um, ang ginawa ko dyan ay core daily operational responsibility. Um, sa paggawa ng project, engineering project, auditing the historical calibration records to build an automated Excel standardization tool. So, pina-classify dyan yung mga tools and meron silang classify, naka-classify sila by type 1, type 2, ganun. And ano siya, against sa international ISO 6789 standard para mas madaling nilagyan namin siya sa Excel para mas madaling ma-modify or ma-access ng mga metrologies. So, I also do tool acceptance and serviceable meaning. So, I current daily operational responsibility was unboxing incoming per shipments, conducting physical inspection and cross-matching serial numbers, part numbers, and physical measurement equipment identifiers or PMIDs. So, again, certificates of calibration before segregating them into designated serviceable and unserviceable data. So, this is me during my last day at LPT. We also toured sa um, sa labas. So, this is me with the meteorologist team. This is me with my co-OGTs and co-interns. And this is me with my supervisor and senior engineers and um, production planner engineer. So, finally, during my immersion in calibration, immersion in calibration shop, I identified several operational and engineering challenges across uh, calibration cycle, life cycle. So, before muna pala dun, this comprehensive training provided a wide array of technical, um, technical and professional skills that bridge classroom theory with industrial aerospace standards. So, multidiscipline metrology acquired hands-on experience in calibrating mechanical, dimensional, and electrical RF electrical and temperature measurement equipment. Um, Also, mathematical and statistical data they will be used for gain precision in calculating instrument deviation, upper and lower tolerance, thresholds, repeatability, variance, and expanded measurement uncertainty. Next is international standard compliance. Deepened my working knowledge of aviation regulatory standards, specifically ISO 17025 laboratory requirements and ISO 6789-1 2017 or 22. Next is enterprise MRO software. So navigated the track MRO enterprise system to audit tool names, finance history, track serial numbers, and verify certificates of validation. Next is process automation and database design. Built structured Excel database streamlined to tracking, monitor calibration intervals, and automate fast-paced tolerance evaluation. Next is professional soft skills. Develop meticulous attention to detail, proactive communication with senior engineers, and metrology and cross-functional teamwork, and a strong culture of industrial safety. So finally, during my mm, immersion in the calibration shop, I identified several operational engineering challenges such as the calibration life cycle. So number one is inconsistent calibration routines, variation in manual testing methods across mechanical and pneumatic tools. Next is time-consuming manual calculation. Technicians spending valuable man-hours inputting tolerance, threshold, and deviation by hand. Next is verifying accuracy definitions, DGT among different manufacturer specifications for hand torque tools and documentation discrepancies. Occasionally, mismatch between physical paper certificate and serviceable tags, PMID serial numbers, and digital tracks are in the database. Next is the absence of an unified automated tracking. So the lack of an automated real-time alert tracker to monitor calibration intervals and event expired equipment from major active maintenance staff. So recognizing these operational gaps motivated the development of automated standardization tools and structured database solutions unit training. That includes um, yung engineering problems. So for the objective of the study, so for the objective of the study, the primary objectives of the study were to perform hand-on validation routines and precision preferences by test micrometers and pneumatic pressure gauge based on standard laboratory operation procedures. Check is determine the and upper tolerance limit, lower tolerance limit, elevation and rough limits under test using step-by-step mathematical calculation to standardize the calibration accuracy tolerance and limits of hand torque tools according to ISO 6789-1 2017 International Standard. Um, Next is to verify and match physical calibration certificates and serviceable tags and PMID serial numbers during tool acceptance and track database audits. And last is to track tool calibration intervals, completion dates, and next due dates using centralized monitoring system to prevent overage equipment from being deployed to maintenance operations. So, the discussion on engineering problem is written verification complexity and consistent manufacturer tolerance formats, incomplete system records, operation inefficiencies, lack of standardization, and data. So, yung possible solution to the engineering problem is to resolve the engineering challenge in multi-phase software and process improvement solution of the development. So, first, yung implementation ng ISO 67899-2017 classification framework. So, all handbook tools for thematically categorized into standard international classes distinguished between type 1 to type 2 for tools including adjustable P, click types, and preset ranges, standardized maximum permissible relative deviation assigned according to tool capacity and the development of the Excel-based standardization database and the automated Microsoft Excel software tool was developed standardized source tool accuracy and tolerance, and the application incorporates embedded formulas that automatically calculate the upper tolerance limit and the lower tolerance limit in the percentage measurement error given. So, for the conclusion, I completed 300 hours of training, successfully finished my internship at Lufthansa Technic Philippines in calibration management section, applying clustering theory to real-world aviation maintenance. Next is hands-on tool calibration. I gained practical experience calibrating various tools including preferentials, calipers, micrometers, pressure gauge, and electrical meters. Also, we calculated tool tolerances, error deviation, and measurement efficiency to ensure calibration accuracy. I also built the tracking automation tools. I also learned practice work safety and career preparation. I built a strong foundation in metrology, instrumentation, and quality assurance for future engineering roles. And for the recommendation, LPT continuing internship program include department rotation, provide software training, and for CDM, maintain company partnerships, update curriculum, add hands-on lessons on calibration tolerance, math measurement, and maintenance actions. Maybe not the curriculum, but siguro yung training program, ganun. So, for future interns, review basics early, brush up on advanced instrumentals and basic statistics before starting, stay involved, take initiative in both hands-on tool testing and documentation tasks, and follow safety rules, strict practice partners, as we mentioned, and company confidentiality. So that's all. Um, that concludes my video presentation. Thank you very much for your time in the session, and I am now ready to answer.